His next major theatrical step is in 1935. He himself got the funding and staged 17 performances of Percy Shelley's Les Sensi, which, in case you guys don't know what that is, it is a 5-part drama inspired by a quote-unquote true story of a family in Rome, the Sensi family, of course, where the main character, Beatrice Sensi, is, how do I say this nicely, figuratively and literally violated through most of the play. She's denied the protection of her neighbors after her father threatens to remove her and her siblings from the play, conspiring to remove him from the play in return, succeeding, and then having the literal Pope sentence her to a fate arguably worse than what she would have gotten if she had just stuck with her dad, which is kind of horrible to say. Not to mention, Beatrice and her conspirator, which were caught, were very, very brutally treated before even ever meeting the Pope. And it ends the play on a very, very horrible note. So you may be wondering, why is this relevant? Why is this plot synopsis relevant? That sounded horrible. Why would I ever want to go see something like that? Now, let me tell you, Artaud looked at this and said, what if it were more brutal? What if it were more insane? What if it were more everything that the play strives to not be? Because what he puts on are modified versions of Les Sensi. This is not a stereotypical telling of the story. He integrates other versions of the play, and he cuts out many of the monologues that would give context to Beatrice's actions. He then emphasizes the brutality of Beatrice's father and makes the events spasm. It doesn't want to be connected in a nice flowing way. It's violence and then short violence, and then it's disjointed and rickety, like the spasms of a dying heart. Artaud specifically wanted the play to feel disjointed, violent, and rancid, with no sensibilities left intact. There is nothing that he wanted to leave untouched. He did everything in his power to make it offensive to every single person on the planet. It exaggerated the importance of her father's sadism and hyper-focused on the abuse that Beatrice suffered throughout the play, especially the judgment scene portraying the wrath of the church and the hemorrhage of justice. And as you can probably guess by that description of the play, it bombed horribly. All the reviews were terrible. But there's one salvaging thing, is that Artaud